Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates Kollam bypass in Kerala to the nation, also launches development projects worth over 1,500 crore rupees at Balangir in Odisha. Government committed to provide road connectivity to all rural habitations in the country, says Prime Minister. 10% reservation in education to economically weaker sections of general category to be implemented from 2019-20 academic session. Doordarshan's channel DD Science, along with internet-based channel India Science, launched today. In Jammu and Kashmir, BSF Assistant Commandant martyred in park firing. Around 2 crore devotees take holy dip on Makar Sankranti at Kumbh in Prayagraj today. And in cricket, India beat Australia by 6 wickets in the second one-day international at Adelaide Oval, level 3-match ODI series 1-1. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said his government is committed to provide road connectivity to all the rural habitations in the country. He said 90% of the rural habitations are now connected by road. He was addressing a gathering at Kollam in Kerala after dedicating the Kollam bypass to the nation. The Prime Minister said the last man in the queue is his government's concern.
When we construct roads and bridges, we do not only connect towns and villages, we also connect aspirations with achievements, optimism with opportunities, and hope with happiness. My commitment is for the development of each of my countrymen. The last man in the queue is my priority.
The Prime Minister urged the Kerala government to expedite implementation of various centrally sponsored projects in the state.
Under Ayushman Bharat, we are providing cashless health insurance of rupees 5 lakh per family per year for the poor. More than 8 lakh patients have taken benefit of this scheme so far. The government has sanctioned more than 1,100 crore rupees till now. I request the government of Kerala to expedite the implementation of this scheme so that the people of Kerala can take advantage of it.
Earlier in the day, Mr. Modi launched and laid the foundation stone of several development projects worth over 1,500 crore rupees at Balangir in Odisha. Mr. Modi dedicated to the nation electrification of Jharsuguda-Vizianagaram and Sambalpur-Angul lines spanning 813 kilometres completed at a cost of around 1,000 crores. The Prime Minister inaugurated the doubling of Barpali-Dungaripalli and Balangir-Deogaon railway lines. He also inaugurated the 15-kilometre-long Balangir-Bichopalli railway line.
पूर्वी भारत के विकास के लिए, ओडिशा के विकास के लिए मैं आपके बीच आया हूं। यहां 1,550 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक की परियोजनाओं का उद्घाटन किया गया है। ये परियोजनाएं शिक्षा से जुड़ी हैं, कनेक्टिविटी से जुड़ी हैं, संस्कृति और पर्यटन से जुड़ी हुई हैं और मुझे खुशी है कि आज केंद्रीय विद्यालय सोनेपुर के स्थायी भवन का शिलान्यास हुआ है।
Later, addressing a public meeting, the Prime Minister said his government has taken 5 steps for the overall development of the country. These, he said, are education for children, employment for youth, medicine for old people, irrigation for farmers, and public hearing for common people. 10% reservation in education to economically weaker sections of general category will be implemented in 40,000 colleges and 900 universities from academic year 2019-20. Human Resource and Development Minister Prakash Javadekar made the announcement in New Delhi today. He said this will be implemented without impacting the existing quota for SCs, STs and OBCs. He said the HRD Ministry, UGC, AICTE will issue orders in a week's time for implementation of the reservation. The government has approved a proposal to extend the 7th Central Pay Commission benefits to teachers and other academic staff of state government and government-aided degree-level technical institutes. This will have additional central government liability of over 1,240 crore rupees. The centre will reimburse 50% of the total additional expenditure from the 1st of January 2016 to the 31st of March this year to be incurred by these institutes for payment of arrears. An official release said the measure will directly benefit more than 29,000 teachers and other academic staff of state government-funded colleges and institutes. Science and Technology Minister Dr. Harshvardhan today launched DD Science and India Science channels in New Delhi. DD Science is Doordarshan's first ever daily slot on science and technology, while India Science is an internet-based channel. Speaking on the occasion, Science and Technology Minister Harshvardhan said developing a scientific temperament is a critical necessity. He said the aim is to launch a 24/7 channel dedicated to science. He said people will benefit a lot from the information provided by these channels.
जो दूरदर्शन की रीच है वो शायद किसी दूसरे टेलीविजन चैनल की नहीं, और 3 करोड़ परिवारों के अंदर सीधे सीधे जो जानकारी अभी दी जा रही है ये जाएगी। प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है कि वो 2030 तक भारत को दुनिया के टॉप 2-3 साइंटिफिक नेशंस में से एक बनाना चाहते हैं।
Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Amit Khare, said Doordarshan reaches over 3 crore houses in the country and would be an impactful medium for popularization of science.
एक तरफ विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्रालय और विज्ञान प्रसार के पास जानकारी है, दूसरी तरफ दूरदर्शन के पास 3 करोड़ से ज्यादा घरों में अप्रोच है। निश्चित रूप से यह संगम एक नई विचारधारा समाज में विज्ञान के प्रति एक नई सोच को पैदा करेगा।
Addressing the gathering, CEO Prasar Bharati Shashi Shekhar Vempati said these channels dedicated to science will enhance the spirit of inquiry in children. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. In Jammu and Kashmir, a BSF Assistant Commandant was martyred today as Pakistani forces resorted to firing along the international border and line of control in Kathua and Rajouri districts of Jammu. A report from our correspondent.
After violating ceasefire from the last couple of days in twin border districts of Rajouri and Poonch, Pak forces today targeted Hiranagar sector of Kathua district from across the international border and started unprovoked heavy firing, which left one BSF Assistant Commandant, Vinay Prasad, grievously injured. He was shifted to military hospital Satwari, Jammu, where he succumbed to his injuries. Earlier, Pak army resorted to unprovoked firing and shelling in Sundarbani sector along line of control in Rajouri district. The alert Indian troops in both the places, Hiranagar and Sundarbani, gave befitting reply to Pak firing. AIR News, Jammu.
The 71st Army Day was celebrated across the country today. Addressing Army personnel on the occasion in New Delhi, Army Chief General Bipin Rawat said the armed forces will not hesitate to take strong action to deal with terror activities along the border with Pakistan.
हम दुश्मन को चेतावनी देते हैं कि किसी भी प्रकार की शत्रुपूर्ण कार्रवाई पर हम भारी कार्रवाई करने से नहीं हिचकिचाएंगे। हमारे पश्चिमी पड़ोसी देश आतंकवादियों को सहायता जारी रखे हुए है। हमारे घुसपैठ विरोधी ऑपरेशंस जारी हैं और रहेंगे।
President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have extended their greetings to the soldiers and their families on Army Day. Around 2 crore devotees took a holy dip on the occasion of Makar Sankranti at Kumbh, Prayagraj. Bathing passed peacefully without any untoward incident. Additional Mela Adhikari Dilip Trigunyat told media persons at Kumbh that devotees were still at Sangam for bathing. Elaborate security arrangements were put in place for the world's largest religious and cultural human congregation at the confluence of rivers Ganga, Yamuna and mythical Saraswati, the Sangam, and nearby places. Here is a report.
Shahi Isnanbaj initiated by saints and seers of different akharas early this morning. Seers of Atal and Nirmohi akharas were the first to take royal bath that continued till afternoon by other akharas. Union Ministers Smriti Irani, Uma Bharti and Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti also took holy dip at Sangam. People are also happy with the arrangements and infrastructure provided. Railway has arranged over 1,700 special trains. Uttar Pradesh Transport Transport Corporation has placed 6,000 buses in service for the mega event. B. Shashank Kumar, MS Yadav, Kumbh Mela, Prayagraj.
Meanwhile, in West Bengal, over 30 lakh pilgrims from across the country and neighbouring Bangladesh and Nepal took a holy dip at the confluence of the river Ganga and the Bay of Bengal on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. Every year on Makar Sankranti Day, lakhs of Hindu pilgrims flock to Ganga Sagar to take a dip and offer prayers in the Kapil Muni temple. Civil Aviation Minister Suresh Prabhu today inaugurated the Global Aviation Summit 2019 in Mumbai. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Prabhu said India is one of the fastest growing aviation sectors and all players of the sector must come together and talk about ideas. He said the summit is a union and it will address the problems being faced today. Extending his best wishes to the participants, in a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said his government is actively working on enhancing aviation infrastructure, improving connectivity and making flying more affordable. In a recent decision, the government has allowed sharing of All India Radio News with private FM channels. This will enhance the availability of AIR News to a larger audience. You can watch a discussion program on this tonight at 10 p.m. on DD News channel. This program will also be available on YouTube channels of DD News and AIR News. Taking part in the discussion, CEO Prasar Bharati Shashi Shekhar Vempati said,
Between All India Radio and Doordarshan, you have the largest news gathering network in the country, which is unparalleled. तो इसकी एक वैल्यू है, यूनिकनेस है. तो इसमें से जो न्यूज सोर्स होके आता है, it is addressing information needs from different parts of the country, which are unmet by the private sector.
Director General News Ira Joshi during the discussion said,
400 से अधिक हैं एफएम चैनल्स, उसमें से 216 ने एक हफ्ते के अंदर रजिस्टर कर लिया है और इसके बाद इनका नेक्स्ट स्टेप होगा कि वो देखेंगे कि कैसे क्या करना है. ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि इतना अच्छा रिस्पांस है.
The equity benchmark Sensex today rallied over 450 points after cooling retail inflation and supported by strong global cues. The index regained the 36,000 mark. A report.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange surged 465 points or 1.3% to end at 36,318. Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also gained 149 points or 1.4% to cross 10,800 level to settle at 10,887. The rupee also weakened by 9 paise to 71 rupees 2 paise against the dollar. Extending its gain for the second straight day, gold prices today gained marginally by 25 rupees to 33,125 rupees per 10 grams at the Delhi bullion market. Lalema Aneja Dang with Sanjeev Kumar Singh for AIR News.
India today strongly condemned the horrific terror attack in Kabul yesterday, in which an Indian national and many others lost their lives. India also called for the perpetrators of the heinous attack and those who provide them shelter to be brought to justice expeditiously. External Affairs Ministry in a release said the Indian Embassy in Kabul is taking steps for repatriation of the mortal remains of the Indian national. India also expressed its sincere condolences to the families of the victims. In cricket, India beat Australia by 6 wickets in the second one-day international in Adelaide today to level the 3-match series 1-1. Virat Kohli scored his 39th 100 and MS Dhoni scored an unbeaten half-century. They shared an 82-run stand for the fourth wicket to keep India on the winning course despite chasing a tough 299-run target. With a thrilling last-over win, India levelled the ODI series 1-1, having lost the opening match in Sydney by 34 runs. The decider of the series will be played in Melbourne on Friday. Final scores: Australia 298 for 9 in 50 overs, India 299 for 4 in 49.2 overs. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates Kollam bypass in Kerala to the nation, also launches development projects worth over 1,500 crore rupees at Balangir in Odisha. Government committed to provide road connectivity to all rural habitations in the country, says Prime Minister. 10% reservation in education to economically weaker sections of general category to be implemented from 2019-20 academic session. Doordarshan's channel DD Science along with internet-based channel India Science launched today. In Jammu and Kashmir, BSF Assistant Commandant martyred in park firing. Around 2 crore devotees take holy dip on Makar Sankranti at Kumbh in Prayagraj. And in cricket, India beat Australia by 6 wickets in second one-day international at Adelaide Oval, level 3-match ODI series 1-1. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.